Hey everyone, it's Wendy Hutchinson with Alinea Life Coaching. This is my March 2025 newsletter, and today I'm talking about the theme of when a ripple becomes a wave. I've noticed that a lot of people are going through tremendous change and growth right now. They're being confronted with the shadow. A lot of energies are coming in that are really forcing people to release and process a lot of things that aren't aligned with them. And as they go through these difficult, I will say, initiations, there's this feeling, I believe, of hopelessness because they're looking at the world around them. And there are so many things that are collapsing in our real world reality that is triggering a lot of fear for people. And I think also a sense of hopelessness sometimes. And I wanted to remind you all that this is all part of a cosmic design and order. There is a cosmic order to all of this that is unfolding for us. And we have to remember that we are empowered. We have been conditioned and programmed to believe that we have no control over anything, that our voice doesn't matter, that we don't matter, and we can't create change. And I see all of these really aggressive posts on social media railing against the system, and that's fine. It's fine to express how you're feeling. But the most impactful thing you can do is to work on yourself, work on your frequency, drop all of the trauma and process and release a lot of the things that have happened in your past. So as you drop that density, you're raising your frequency, right? What you do when you raise your frequency is you are anchoring higher light. You're holding more light in your light body and energy field. And that actually has a ripple effect. So the more we work on ourselves, the more we open our hearts to others, the more we can offer compassion and love to ourselves and others, the more impact we have on the collective in a positive way. Because everything we do and choose in life is being added to the collective consciousness. Our essence, our frequency is always being added to the collective consciousness. So we can improve ourselves and elevate ourselves, heal ourselves, and raise our frequency, thereby impacting the collective in a positive way. Or we can make choices that aren't aligned with us. We can hold on to the trauma. We can hold on to the density and make life choices from a lower vibrational place. And again, that is also added to the collective. So that will actually lower the frequency of the collective based on our individual choices. But what I really want to impart to you today is the fact that you do have incredible impact in the world. You have impact in your immediate family and friend circle. And everyone you touch in a positive way can go out and take that and it ripples out. They in turn maybe see you modeling compassion and kindness, and they in turn pass it on. And so there is this ripple effect, and it may seem so small. And in my newsletter last month, I talked about how there's this effect, the butterfly effect, where a butterfly in the Amazon can create like a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico, and it can impact weather thousands of miles away. Our energy is like that. We can, by simply anchoring higher light and showing up as our highest and best, doing our inner work, being in service with compassion and an open heart, or being a friend or partner or mother or father with an open heart and compassion for ourselves and others, that has an incredible ripple effect. And that ripple effect grows in concentric circles. And then the people that you impact and do the same or make the same choices amplify that, right? So the ripple becomes a wave. It's very, very powerful, even though you feel as if, who am I? I'm just one person, you know? How can I impact the collective? I'm not doing anything incredible. I'm not saving the world. And you don't need to, right? It's really up to each of us. Change begins with us individually. So when we can actually be intentional and conscious about how we're living and the choices we're making and what we want to create in the world through our model and actions, those are the things that really do matter. So I just wanted to remind you today that you are a powerful creator. You are holding incredible amounts of frequency. Everyone is being called forward to do so because the frequencies on our planet are rising and we have to be in energetic resonance to stay here and live here and thrive here. So, to those of you who are doing the sacred work, I honor you so much. And to those of you who have been really deep in fear, I invite you to go a little bit deeper on the emotional triggers and what is being triggered in you and creating so much hostility and anger, because our triggers are our work, right? We have to figure out why we're feeling so challenged so that we can heal that inner wound and then in turn rise above. Because as you travel up the spiral path and travel up the mountain, you're going to have higher perspective. You're going to understand things on a higher level. You're going to be able to observe and not react, and in turn show up with more understanding and compassion and see how things are part of a bigger whole. To see that to create a new world, we have to break down the existing architecture of our political systems, our education, healthcare, um, all of it. All of it. The system is broken. And in order to create something new and more collaborative and heart-centered and supportive for humanity as a whole, we need to be able to allow and witness the fall. It's happening. And we need to trust that there's a divine order to it and a reason for it. So that's my 2 cents this month. I hope you're all taking care of yourselves, hydrating, resting, um, creating space to really connect with yourself and your inner knowing and what you need on a day-to-day basis that can change from day to day, and really honoring yourself and taking care of yourself. So thank you for being here. I hope you all subscribe, like, and share to friends, family who might need to hear this message and to this newsletter. And I love you all. We'll see you next time. Bye.